Hello, I'm Bood, welcome to the channel and welcome to Newton Reborn. If you're brand new, thanks for joining me. Hopefully by the end of the episode and the series, you will be a subscriber. If you're already a subscriber, as always, thanks for joining me. While you're all here together, why not smash that like button? And if you really want to help support me, you can always pledge to my Patreon. You'll find a link to that down below. Now then, Newton. What am I doing? Well, most of you might know who Newton are. They are the original Manchester United. They are Manchester United. The club was formed in 1878 and they played at a couple of stadiums. They had some varied success. Used to play in yellow and green, which is bloody awful. But they ended up, I think they didn't pay the rent. They got kicked out of the stadium. They moved across town and became Manchester United. But it's part of my club. I'm a United fan. My club's history, and I've always wanted to do something with Newton Heath, and I was going to do a long Let's Play at one point. But I've changed my mind and decided to do something else. So this isn't a Let's Play, and it's not a rebuild. I am not in charge of Newton Heath, but I will be putting out a few save files so you can dip your toes in and take on the challenge yourself. So at Old Trafford and Manchester United, there are a large group of fans, most of us really. We don't like the Glazers, we don't like how our club is run, but there are some that take it very seriously, and it's like the yellow and green scarf brigade. They're kind of taking on the old colours of United as part of their protest to say, you know, we've had enough of the Glazers, we want you out. So 12 years ago, it was about 12 years ago when the Glazers took over, maybe a bit more than that to be fair, a large group of fans broke away from United and formed FC United of Manchester, and over the years they've had a lot of success really for a club that came out of nothing. They've got their own stadium. They were in the Vanarama North. I think they've been relegated now back into the counties maybe, but you know, they've done really well and they get good attendances because, you know, a lot of these guys are United fans and the colours are like United, it's all United. So I wanted to see if this new group who've just had enough, if a big group of them decided we've had enough and we're going to form our own Phoenix club similar to FC United but with maybe a bit more fan backing, starting at the very, very bottom in the Manchester leagues, and just see how well they do with fan power alone. No money, no fancy players, managers, no fancy facilities, with nothing but fans. And we're going to see how far Newton Heath can go. And this might be a two-part, it might be a three-part. We're going to see how things pan out. But as always, thanks for taking time out of your busy day to sit here with me. So let's have a look at Newton Heath. So here we are on the main club page of Newton Heath. And obviously I've made this club from scratch myself. They're an amateur club. The finances are secure, and that's, you know, I can talk about that later, but they've not got any money. This club's basically exactly the same as any other club in the Manchester Football League Division 1 when it comes to ticket prices, reputation, but they do have a club membership which will probably earn them somewhere between 50 and 100 grand a year, which is probably more than most teams, but especially while you're in the amateurs, you don't spend money on players anyway, there's no wages. I just felt like if this club had the fans it had, it would have a membership. These people would want to put money into the club because the main aim is to drive the club through the leagues, really. So, the kits. Now, you can see different variations in the past of which side the yellow and the green's on. I've gone off the United kits from the early 90s and copied them a bit. And I had that kit, but the United badge fell off and I threw it away. Should have kept it really, I don't know why I threw it away. Now, the year founded, I put on the club page 1878, but if you look at the logo, it's one of the old traditional logos. I've just changed the text to 2020. That's just to highlight the club's reborn. But on the main club, I just thought I'd put its original date, which is Manchester United's original date. Now, the stadium, we're going to be playing at Bank Street. Doesn't exist anymore. Now, Newton Heath actually had two stadiums. I think Bank Street was the last one they played at, I think, before the club folded and moved across town to become Manchester United. I just like the sound of Bank Street. I mean, it is nothing special, but it's a good place to start. Onto the general page, and of course they are amateur. I mentioned that. It's going to be hard to start at this level. I've nicknamed them the Railwaymen because they were formed from the railway nearby originally. You see that on the club logo. Rivals, they've got the usual City United. I put Manchester Central as a rival. FC United because they're a similar club to us, born from Manchester United, born from being anti-Glazers. Ticket price is the same as the league. I might have upped the season ticket price a little bit from about 30 quid to 50 quid, but we've got the fans, we're going to sell them, so we're going to try and cash in. We've got 500. We've sold out completely in season tickets. because this club have given the ability to hopefully be a 20,000 fan club. It could grow. I mean, we're going to have to wait and see what the computer does with them. Naturally, and that's what I want to see. But if you take this challenge on, you might be able to grow more than that, maybe, if you're successful. A long, long road to being successful, though. I can tell you that. But when it comes to money, they've got no money. There's no money in the bank. They've got a membership, but they would have a membership. So you're going to get some membership money every year, and that's I'd say that's pretty much it. So the facilities, and of course, playing at Bank Street, it's a 500 capacity, got 25 seats, some little seats, little dugout for the manager, and that is about it. It's owned by the council, so lots of people will play there. It's not ours, so hopefully they will build their own stadium. I don't know how, because of money. I mean, I have no idea how. Maybe the council. Sometimes the council can build a stadium. Training facilities are all basic, no data analysis. And they're going to be using Gorton Sports Complex, which is real. I used it on my Manchester Central save. It's where the national basketball team, England's team, plays there as well in Gorton, which is quite near to where Newton is, roughly. But yeah, this club is tiny, tiny, tiny. It should be tons of fun. I think it's starting at level 12, man. So yeah, it's crazy. I've never played at this level. Now, history-wise, they've got none, even though technically they have. But I'm going to look at that as Manchester United's history. Now, I found a picture of an old match programme online, and it says, there were multiple Manchester Cup winners. But I just thought, we are Newton Heath, we're being reborn, really. We're just using the name, and we're going to build our own history from this day onward. Now, these are staff, and I've let the computer do it, and all it's given them is an assistant manager and a president. Now, I've put a president in for something different, just different than you normally have in England. Now, this club will always be fan-owned. That's the point of it. And they're never going to let a Glazers come in and ruin this club like potentially they're ruining Manchester United. Every 4 years, they will have a new president. I think you can have 2 terms. So you might have the same president for 8 years, but every 4 years, that could change. Completely different character could come in. But I think that's pretty cool. And that's what I want it to be. I want this club to it's not going to have money, not got any sponsorship, not got any finances. It's just got an army of roughly 20,000 people backing it and wanting it to do well. And this is the squad they're going to start with. This is what the computer's giving them. I'm guessing they'll sign some players, but trust me, I don't think any of them are any good. If you just have a quick look, they're all amateurs. I mean, bloody hell, he's alright. Captain Marvel, Chris Anderson, I'd take him at level 13. But yeah, obviously the computer's just filled out the blanks. So they've got a lot to do. But you'll see none of them have got a wage, and none of them have got a value. They're all bakers. Do you know what I mean? Candlestick makers. So hopefully they'll do something. And here we are with the Manchester Football League Division 1. And this is where a brand new team in Manchester would go in at. Usually. That's what they've done before in the past. And this is where they're going to be starting now. If you want to start this level, you're going to take the save file. I will say it's quite slow if your computer's crap. You need a good computer up until you probably get into the counties. But we'll put out different stages as we go along for you to jump in and take on the challenge. I'd love some of you to take on the challenge in Newton Heath, see if you can do it, something different. Now we're in here at level 12. If you get relegated, you'll go down to level 13. This is a 13 level English tiered system. It's insane. So many leagues running at this point. So many. But what I'm going to do for the people who maybe a computer can't handle it, if the club does rise through the leagues, I'll start knocking off some of the bottom ones, just so if you get the save file, it won't kill your computer and slow it right down. But I mean, this is going to be tough. I mean, these are all local teams. I know some of them because it's where I live. But the challenge itself, I mean, it's tough because there's nothing in it. Everyone's going to be in the same boat with the same kind of players. So if you do take it on, let me know. If you do get promoted, they're only going to be going to the Manchester Football League Premier League. Yeah, there's some distance you're going to have to travel. Now, these are the stadiums in the Manchester Football League Division 1. I just wanted to show you that I just went with the average. So you'll see like most teams have got 500 capacity. And most teams, they're going to have any seats. It's just that people standing around. If you can get that many people to come, and I doubt they're going to. But you've got someone up there at the Platt Lane complex. Platt Lane, by the way, is Manchester City's old training ground from when they used to be at Main Road, when they were the real Manchester City. Lee Sports Village, pretty sure that's United's, or where one of United's youth teams play, or pretty sure it's where United's women play. I might be wrong. So yeah, there's some big teams in this league. Tough place to start. But I'm sure you can do it. Now this is the sponsorship income, and no one's got anything. No one's got anything. Even though they got sponsors on the shirt, it's peanuts in this division. One thing they have given Newton is a membership. So each year they're going to get probably about 50 grand, maybe 100 grand in club membership, because they've got a lot of fans. There's a lot of people behind this club wanting to fly through the leagues. So that's going to be its only main income, really, the membership. And hopefully every time they hope maybe get a bigger stadium, they fill it and sell tickets. That's it. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I want to know how they do, and I want to know how you do. So let me know in the comments. Now we're on the structure at this level, and this shows you why you need a powerful computer, because mine only just survived it, I think. And I'm doing a journeyman at the minute, Road to Anywhere, and I've got loads of leagues running on that all over the world, and I am having no trouble. But it shows you how complex this is and how much work someone really did put into it. I mean, this is the level we're at now. Look at them all, Bedfordshire. I mean, Jesus Christ, and it goes all the way along there. And see what I mean? Look, Cheshire, Cornwall, and then that's the next level. I mean, Jesus Christ. Crazy, isn't it? I mean, it hurts your eyes trying to keep up with it. Look at that. I mean, that is insane. Obviously, that's where we are, and we want to go up to the Manchester Premier League, which is there. I mean, Jesus. Oh. I mean, this is level... Oh, my God. That's the levels 11 and 12, isn't it? So, yeah, fun. Challenge. Come on. What I am going to do is, I'm going to put a limit on it, though, to the year 2040. We're going to give this club around 20 years, because it could go on forever, potentially, and I'm going to see how well they do in 20 years. So we're going to jump forward now a good chunk and see how Newton Heath got on. Welcome to 2025, and we're here with Newton Heath. It's been roughly 6 years, and a lot has changed. Now, one of the main changes is they've got a new stadium, the Newton Heath Stadium. It's what I wanted to happen, but they haven't got any money, so I was wondering, would it happen? Well, it has, and it happened in 2023. So it took 4 years. I think they got it 2 years ago, but it's not theirs. The council paid for it, which is cool, but it's because they've got the fans. Give them that ability of 20,000 freaking Man United fans backing them. If they can't get to Old Trafford, they're going to support Newton Heath. And yeah, they've built themselves an 11,500 all-seater stadium. Cost of 40 grand a year. Bloody hell. Pitch condition perfect. Still got basic training. Still got average youth. Still got no data. Still using the Scotland Sports Complex. So that's come quicker than I thought. Now, if we go back to the main page, you'll see they've done pretty well. Now, obviously, they've got this new stadium. They've had that for 2 years. And they've got the membership, which is going to give them probably a bit more money than anyone else. But when you're at amateur level, it's amateur. No transfer fees are made. So you're in the same boat, and I didn't give them any higher reputation. So just because they've got a few more fans, then first few years, they can still only get 500 of them into that stadium. So maybe they made more than other clubs in ticket sales. But still, again, that money doesn't go to the players. It's amateur. Now, they are semi-professional now, because they've obviously gone up quite a bit. But then first few years, they're in the same boat as everyone else. So it's cool that they've done really well, because if we look, they won the League One, Manchester League One, went up to the Prem, won that straight away, went up to the North West Counties League Division 1 South, won that. So that's 3 promotions, 3 titles on a run, pretty sweet. Went up to the Northern West Counties League Premier Division, came second, and that wasn't enough to get them up. But the following year, they won it. And then now, they're in the Northern Premier League Division 1 Northwest. Wowzers. Now, I haven't got trophies for all these little divisions. My trophy packet doesn't go that far, unfortunately. So all the trophies look the same. But, you know, that's a pretty good start. I thought they'd do well, but that's better than I thought, I'll be honest. Manager-wise, they've got Martin McIntosh. He's been here now for 5 years, nearly 6 years, from the very beginning. 4 league wins. It'll be interesting to see how long he lasts. Does he quit? Does he get sacked? Because you've seen that with, say, Salford, didn't you? Where they get certain managers in and they get to certain levels and they just get rid of you because they need better quality. And one of my best friends, Sean's brother, Sam Walker, played for Stockport, and he played for Salford. And then when they became a professional club, they got rid of everyone and just signed professional players, which he was a bit pissed off about. But he signed for Stockport and he's done pretty well there. So I wonder if that could happen here. On to the landmarks, and we'll see, you know, different captains. That's going to bore you to tears. But they've obviously had new presidents as well. Don't forget, every 4 years the fans voting a new president, keeps it fresh. No one can take control. No one can buy the club. That's pretty sweet. Onto the general page, and Martin, the manager, is favoured, but they have got a legend, Mr. Chak Warner. Let's check him out. This is that legend. 164 appearances, 80 goals, so his goal every other game. Young striker, came from Burnley in 2019. Obviously, nothing like a Premier League player, and that was some drop for him, from the pros to the amateurs. But he's now finding himself 26 years old, playing semi-professional football, and he's got some trophies and medals in his cabinet, and he's actually getting paid some form of a wage, which is good. You see the squad's fleshed out a bit more. If we look at values, though, look, we are still at a very low level. And this is that low level. It's the regional first divisions. The Northern Premier League, Division 1 North West. Look at some of these teams. Ossett United are in this division. That's interesting. I like that. Look who won it last year, Bury. So I don't know if that's the new Bury that's getting made. That's like the original Bury, innit? They've had to start again from scratch. So they're flying up through the leagues. So we'll obviously make this stage available too if you want to bypass the previous few years and jump in at 2025. And you'll find yourself with apparently a very good team and favourites to go straight up again. Now we've got to have a look at the structure at this level as well. So that's where we are we? Blimey. So we want to get up to these. Right, yeah, that's a good level, that, isn't it? This level, or pretty decent level. But again, look, it just shows you, doesn't it, how many leagues are in this. I mean, not as much as there used to be, but the pyramid's going to be getting smaller. So obviously they've become semi-professional. They've got a brand new stadium and a great place for you to jump in and take over. But have they been spending money? Let's just go through them quickly. This is the first year in the Manchester Division 1. Lots of ins, lots of outs. I'm pretty sure you can do it whenever you want. You need to play in the last game of the season. You'll probably be able to sign them. Again, no transfers in, but they managed to sell some players. They made themselves £13,000 for Shaki Anderson to AFC Wimbledon. Is he a region? Is he one of their own? Yeah, so he's come from their own academy. Was he just good, and has he become better going to Wimbledon and playing there for the last 3 years? He must have. Because honestly, you've seen the facilities. The facilities are bog standard, same as everyone else in that division. So maybe it's just a good regen, made him a few quid. I mean, he's still only worth 63 grand, but I think he looks decent. On to the next year, and this is the year they moved into the Newton Heath Stadium. No money, a lot less transfers now. Move on again, no money, but transfers are slowing down. Maybe they got their own players, they're not needing to make so many changes. And then get on to the second to last year, loads of ins, loads of outs. Bloody hell. I mean, that is a total squad transformation, that, isn't it? And then so far this summer, we've still got a long way to go. We've not spent any money. I don't think they've ever spent any money. We've managed to make some money again, selling Dominic Meredith. Ooh, Dominic is actually from United. So he's a Manchester United academy player. Spent 3 years at United. Obviously got released, went to Newton Heath, which is pretty sweet. 2 years there. I mean, he's alright. Good chunk of money for Newton Heath. But like I said, as I'm going through this, I'm cancelling the leagues behind, just for the people who maybe want to jump in at a later stage and your computer's crap. But it's within the database or the save file for you to add them again. So if you've got a great computer and you want all that depth right to the bottom, you just got to re-add the leagues. You just got to add league and put them back in. So look, there's still so far to go, and I don't know. I mean, we're going to do another 15 years over maybe another episode or two. Are they ever going to get to the Premier League? That's going to be some ask. Because even with 20,000 fans behind them, I don't know if they will. I just wanted to see if they can get to the Football League. Do a Salford, but without all the money that Salford have pumped into them. It just fans' passion. You know what I mean? Because I know, Wimbledon have done it, haven't they? And they don't have loads of fans. FC United, I thought they might do it, but they've kind of hit a bit of a wall in real life. So, and Arsenal got a Phoenix Club now in real life. Bury. I'd love Bury to get back to where they belong. It's all about Newton Heath. There we go. That is the end of Newton Heath Reborn. As always, thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Smash that like button. Check out my Patreon. Show us some support. And let me know what you think of this little video and part 1. And let me know if you do decide to take on the challenge. If you're at home, self-isolation like me, you might be bored. You might want to play Football Manager and have nothing to do. Well, this save file might give you that inspiration. I mean, to try and get from the very bottom to the top takes some time, and it might be bloody hard. So if you do have a goal, either at the beginning or in 2025, let me know. You'll find both those save files down below. Now in part 2, we're going to jump forward a bit more and see if they can progress any more. What do you think? So let me know down below. Just a bit of fun, and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch it. I hope you're all safe. I hope your families are safe. Keep washing those hands. Stay at home. Do all the stuff they're telling you to do, and we'll get through it together, eh? And yeah, New Ernie. I'll see you next time.